Once again, I want to say good evening and welcome everybody to the Sunday evening North Carolina Global Call. Tonight we have a very special guest, and he comes to us by the name of Sailmaster Ping. He's a part of the Atlanta, Georgia Center, and he is going to come in his own way. So let's give him a very warm welcome. Salesmaster Ping, how are you doing today, sir?
Thank you, Mike, and I'm very excited. And okay, let me start. Thank you very much, Uncle Mike again. Okay, my name is Ping, but I'm called as Elpidio Murillo. I am from the Philippines, but now lives in Atomy, Atlanta Center, under that center, and I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. Good evening, Atomians. First of all, I would like to say thank you for being here with me tonight. Thank you for giving me your time. And I would like also to thank my wife and my daughter for being very supportive to me in this endeavor. And I would like also to thank my leader and my sponsor. What do we expect from my presentation tonight? As I believe when I present something, I always believe that presentation is a two-way traffic. For you tonight, I would like to ask you to open your hearts, listen to my voice. You can sing with me, you can fly with me, and travel in this journey. And what do you expect from me? I will be sharing with you my personal experience. There will be several clippings, documentations, and actual experiences, facts and figures that I will be sharing with you tonight. Let me start the scenario or the journey. On September 2020, in Virginia Beach, United States of America, my wife is a frontliner, she's a nurse, and my daughter is a nurse too. So being a frontliner, they were given so many gifts or incentives. So what we did is went to Virginia Beach and spent few hours relaxing and enjoying our life. But what happened? It was a tragic accident and even cost our life, the three of us. I thought I'm coming back to Baltimore, Maryland by myself, not having my daughter and my wife, or the other way around. They will be coming back without me. So ladies and gentlemen, this clip is not me. What I did is to share this with you. It's actually a scenario that really happened. What happened is my wife and daughter, they almost get drowned in the middle of the heavy waves and everything like that. So what happened is I really have to dive 4 times to be able to find my wife and at the same time my daughter. So it took me 4 times to go underwater and try to pull them, both of them. But I have to decide which one I have to do first. So what happened is after the 4th time that I was diving and trying to save my daughter, I said, okay, God, it will be your done. And I have to save either one of them or we will lose the 3 of us. So what happened is that at the end of that, I end up in the emergency room. And what happened is, it took me like more than 9 hours in the emergency room. And the doctors start questioning me about my medical issues. So many questions and so many things that happened. And I said, as far as I can recall, I'm a healthy person, but I know I have one issue that has been with me for a long time. And I've been suffering for this for years and years and years. And the doctor said, do you know what happened with you? Because you get drowned and you had a stroke underwater. You almost coming in the emergency room, either you're alive or you're dead. So what had happened is so many serious things happened and they have so many questions about the doctors asking me. But I'm trying to be of excuses and trying to say, I know I can do it. I know that I work hard and I know that I can bear whatever issues or diseases that I have. So after 9 hours, the doctor said, you cannot go home in Baltimore, Maryland tonight, because what will happen is that you might end up coming back in the hospital. Or I said, no, doctor, I need to go home back to Baltimore, Maryland, because I'm not from this place in Virginia. And what happened is nobody will take care of us. So after more than 9 hours of questionings and medical strategies and issues and medical labs and everything, the doctor said, you need to undergo surgery tonight. I said, doctor, that could not be. Because I said, I have to decide. But the doctor said to me, no, you don't have to decide. We have to perform with you a surgery. So after looking and after investigation with all the tests that I have, they found out the issue that I have. And this is a fact and figures that I have. Look at the numbers that I have. That I have been diagnosed with diabetes for a long, long time. And what happened is these are the numbers that I'm carrying throughout my life for years. You know, with that 490, 427, 498, I believe that triggers my situation about talking of surgery. And look at the hemoglobin that I've been carrying for 3 years. Even my wife has been complaining. She's a nurse and she's telling me, what's happening with you? People trying to improve their diabetes or improve their A1C, but yours is 11.9. You get all the medicines and get all the medical assistance, you get all the medical help, but it's still you're on the 11.9. So I think one of the trigger that made the doctors to decide for me to open a surgery is my troponin. The normal is 105, but mine is 528. That is a big issue. So after 2 weeks, I decided, and I said yes to the doctor. On September 23, 2020, from 7 a.m., I walked by myself because it's still COVID, by myself to the hospital and talk to the information desk and start the surgery process. So I had more than 8 hours under the knife. And that is the heart, and that is the surgery that I have. And that is the one that I want to share, that not to share to have a surgery, but to give you an awareness, not to have the same experience what I had. So after that surgery, so I've been in the process for more than 5 months of rehabilitation. So after the surgery on January 13, 2021, after September 2021 of January, I was hit by COVID. So my wife said, you cannot have any sickness again because you just had your surgery. So what can I do? I was exposed in the rehabilitation center, and we are 8 people there. I am the youngest among the rehabilitation program. So I had that COVID, and that's how it is. So it was so much of temper, so much of anxieties, depression, withdrawal. I don't know what to do. So I just kept myself quiet. I alienated myself. I withdraw myself from community, from the people. I don't talk. I don't even share. Because I am that person with a personality of what, if I feel something bad, I just keep my mouth shut and I kept it for myself. So it comes to a realization, what is happening to me is that I was just looking at my hand and I said, God, what is happening to me? And that what put in my mind wherein I said, why God created this finger separately? To mind you, my dear Atomians, if you look at your hand, fingers are created by God separately, because there is a meaning about that. So with all the process of healing, here comes somebody will always close that gap. A person that I give my respect and my love, that I will always give my support, that the couple came to my house and looked at myself and they said, you look like a dying vegetable. You are not the same person, which we know you. So I realized this person introduced to me Hemohim. And I said, what is that? But before introducing the Hemohim, the husband keeps on calling me. And I said, here, my friend, I think this is another networking company. And I said, I'm not doing that. But the husband, which is my sponsor now, said, just to try it and let's see what happens because it will help you a lot. But the thing is, he was asking about my social security number and said, oops, a good friend of mine become a certified scammer. That is behind my mind. And I said, you are a friend of mine, but I'm not giving you and I'm not comfortable giving you my social security number. So they came to me on February 14. So be mindful, February 14 is the day of the heart. And they came to my house and offered me Hemohim and other supplement. I said, okay, let me try that. So while trying the Hemohim, I even made myself open for that Hemohim, but with all doubts, with all that, experiment and with all that research and everything, I put a device in my body, a device we call that, another device that will help us check our sugar every second, every minute. My wife is good enough to spend this, even we have that insurance, but it still costs money. I've been in a living health integrative medicine that cost me more than 5,000 US dollar. I have gone with so much of nutrition, classes, and everything. I said, let me do it and let me try with the $98 of Hemohim, and that will give me once a day for 2 months. And I said, let me try if this will work. So while on the healing process, my sponsor called me again and said, try listening also to our CEO, Hangdil Park. So I was listening to our CEO, and when I was looking at the YouTube, I saw him talking about balanced life, talking about how to live, how to love, and how to learn. So what happened? Keep on listening, and I listened 4 times to our CEO, Hangdil Park. And what the word that strikes me most is the word to contribute. And I say, I can contribute to other people, even I don't have that much yet in my pocket. There are so many ways how we can contribute. There are so many ways how can we reach about that. So there is a song that struck me during my healing. That's what you call the song that gives me a therapy, the song that gives me a healing power. It is the language of love with a song of Make Me a Servant. So being a servant or being a person that can be of help to the people who are in need. And I said, Lord, give me the chance, the opportunity to share. Make me a servant, and make me a servant, and make me a servant, and I will spread love, compassion to other people. Because if I'm enjoying and I'm experiencing the best product that we have from our company, so why not share it to other people? Why not give them the chance also to try this product, and that will give them a better health? So what I did is to immediately send it to my parents. My mother used to be a school principal. My dad used to be a commercial pilot. They have been suffering for pains for months, for years. So what I did is to share that Hemohim to the Philippines, order it, and send it to them. Because I cannot afford for my mom for her osteoarthritis. It costs $1,000 more for an injection for 2 legs for 1 year. So you just multiply that, 1,700 for a year, costs us million in the Philippines. My dad has been laying down in the bed after he got 4 strokes. His motivation, no life, no social activity because he's full of frustrations. I even shared it to other people, not even my family. The son of my sales master now suffered with bronchiectasis. A good friend of mine, a family who are now a family of Atomians, the mother was given the doctor a chance to live for a week. But I said to the doctor in the Philippines, Doc, let's try this supplement to the mother. And I said, if something will happen to their mother, I will go home to the Philippines and put myself behind bars, and I will be accountable for her life. I have another friend who suffered from cystic fibrosis disease. It has been more than 5 years. A good friend of mine during my cardiac rehab, they suffer with another cardiac bypass, and the sister is a diabetes too. Then I talked to friends of mine, to the community, and we start doing Atomy, show the plan, and talking about Hemohim. And the sisters who are diabetic and now becomes my number one voice of Atomy. The teachers talking about their stress, talking about their activity. And a good friend of mine who suffers from diabetes, low sex drive, high blood, and cholesterol. But sharing this Hemohim with other people in the community or other parts of the world is not always a success because it gives us a choice or the choice from other people. She was a good teacher of mine, a best friend, and my godmother during the wedding. The family refused to take the Hemohim, but we don't say that because of that she did not take Hemohim. She lost her life, but the time has come. But it was so frustrating for me that I was not able to reach out. So I put it in myself. I said, everything happens for a reason, and that reason causes change. Sometimes it hurts, sometimes it's hard, but in the end, it's all for the best. Never stop trusting him and his plans because we just doing the right thing. Then what happened is after my one-day seminar, I was given the chance to talk about my life scenario. And that life scenario drove me to motivate me to go back to the Philippines, to spread Atomy. So this is the map of the Philippines. So I invited my sponsor, my Diamond Master, to travel with me in my hometown. Because if you will ask my hometown, long time ago, my hometown is not that, we call it an island paradise. Me and my sponsor, we travel, we go back to the Philippines and reach out to other people. So I stayed in the Philippines from May 18th to August 1st and tried to reach out to other people. I did not mind about the money, the expenses in the Philippines. I know it will cost money, but the reward will come after. So we decided to fly and visit the island of the Philippines. So just a small geography here. Philippines divided into 3 big islands, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. I am from Mindanao. Reaching Atomy in Mindanao because Mindanao is a non-Christian state. With the Atomy carrying the banner and carrying what Allah and what Prophet Muhammad spreading to the people of Muslim and Islam, since we are halal and gives me the confidence to be able to speak about Atomy and speak about how halal Hemohim is. So it gives me the freedom to be able to reach out, and they open their hearts to me and they listen. And that made me successful. Now let's go back to Hemohim. Let's talk about the result. What happened after the introduction, after the explanation, after the learnings of Hemohim, not for myself alone, but to other people. So medical record for my personal, it gives me a very good numbers. It gives me a very good explanation from the doctors. It gives me less medicine, and some of the medicines were dropped and some medicines are being prescribed in a less dosage. But it doesn't mean that I said I go against the doctor's prescription, but it gives me another opportunity to lessen also dosages. And less appointments. Usually every a month, after 2 months, after doctors that I have to visit after a year. And that helps me too during my travel. Then there is one big project that helps me a lot in my disease. We call that the 7 days Atomy Slim Body Detox program. It doesn't give me the opportunity to lose my weight, but it gives me to manage my disease. Then I really found out that by purchasing Atomy supplements, it's more of an affordable price and it has the reward. And how having this kind of product, you enjoy and even helping other people. And this is the program that have been proven myself. And I did this already 4 times. So look at the numbers that I have right now. From 11.5 a while ago that I show it 7.1. And my endocrinologist said, you don't have to be in 5. 7 is good enough. Look at my numbers in my high blood pressure. It's 139/67. Normal over 101 or 103. And that gives an alarming thought from my. No more device in my body. I can sleep like a baby and I can sleep peacefully. And look at my sugar, ladies and gentlemen, from 400 to 89. You know what's the reward? Wife never fight with me anymore because sometimes she carries this frustration too. Sometimes we go outside and eat outside and she said, watch what you're eating. See, it's depressing and it's so frustrating. You go outside or you go to a party and here comes like an alarm, giving you an alarm or a warning that you cannot eat that. But now, with much love, with much confidence, I'm enjoying life. Look at the Barrios family that the doctor said she has only 1 week to live. She's standing like an angel there. My family and the family of Rubio, who is now my sales master, is one of the biggest leader that I have. The Rubio family is enjoying and his friends enjoying him. Mr. Crisostomo, a retired hospital employee, he used to complain about gout, about arthritis, and so forth and so on. He is the person who speaks about it now, about him. My friend is emotionally stable and enjoying. And he says his sex drive, excuse my language, is enjoying like a rocket. And the son of my sales master, Ronald, is back to normal and free of pain. So in this kind of scenario and these kinds of experiences, it drives me to have a good vision in my life. And that vision helps me to open my heart and open to everybody, and even inspired me to do more about it. So there are 3 things, or I call it a guide for me to be successful in this, especially company Atomy. We have the 8 core habit, the 8 steps to success, and the writing of the life scenario. 8 core habit. Let me share these 9 points that I try to formulate for my daily routine. If we do our 8 core habit number 1, always start the day with gratitude. And that is what I've learned from myself. No matter what, say thank you. God bestowed you life. Always plan your day, what to do, and how you end the day. Deep work, focus, especially when we're doing the show the plan. We're watching one-day seminar. When we say deep work, set aside your cell phone. Focus, because that is a great opportunity. The learnings that we get from our show the plan will give us a better learning. Follow your curiosity, because when we become curious for a company, we become curious for ourselves, it gives us a better learning. And break a sweat. When you say break a sweat, sorry, go for a walk, stretch your body, and jog. And your life will be relaxing. Have a moment of me time. What is a me time? Take care of yourself. Think about yourself. Rest, relax, and recharge. Self-reflect. Be aware of others. When you talk to other people, when you share Atomy with other people, it's not always positive. It's not always affirmation. There's always negativity. But be positive, just go on, and your goal is you were able to share it. Build a storybook. Build what have you done. Think the best thing that you have done for the day and write a journal about that. And lastly, drink water. 78% of the Americans here in the United States are dehydrated. When you drink water, your heart will be happy too, because that will give you a healthy life for the day. To be successful in Atomy business, the 8 steps to success, it's a pathway for me to become more successful. It gives me the information and the guidance on how, what, and why I am doing it. And the life scenario motivated me well. That's why when I spoke to the one-day seminar, that's give me a bright star right in front of my head and ambition more, and at the same time to do more and more and more better. The first balance, I chose flesh, that is to live well, health and vacation. My vision by end of 2022 as a promise to my family and to my wife and to other people, that I will be removing any prescription drugs. I will stick what is in my table, an absolute quality product and an absolute price product. I know it helps me based from my experiences, based from what I did, and looking forward for a better and balanced life. Family, for February 2023, I still look forward to go back to the Philippines or other parts or places in the world, try to earn $10,000 or more for me to be able to proceed to my journey, and at the same time to still have reunion, because what is happening right now, who will miss an opportunity to make someone smile? These are my parents who can now smile and look at my father. He's now sitting in the wheelchair, and my mom sitting peacefully, and that's a reward that I was able to see taking Hemohim. It's a smile because it's free of pain. And it's an easy job for my caregiver. For the soul, I chose education and to learn. I will learn together with my team or as a team with my leaders. How? That is to explain well-balanced life. How is to explain residual bills and having a residual income. On July 22nd at St. Vincent Church, I was talking to one of the Monsignor. I was just talking about Hemohim. But what he did after the sermon in the church, he called me. He said, come in the pulpit and talk about Atomy. It was an honor and a privilege for me to talk in front of the community, of the congregation. I will continue to connect and reach out to community, sharing that Atomy is a gift. And I had a chance on June 2022. Me and my wife and family, we were able to travel in Cambodia Center. And I will commit myself by attending one-day seminar, Success Academy, and share the vision with global leaders and learn from their experiences. Spirit, that is to love, faith, and family. God desires is his relationship with us. There are three key points. I will always believe and I will always adhere that God gives us all the chances in life. His faithfulness renewed every morning. He is an answering God. The scar will always remind me that I will always give back. One day, my wife said, let's go to the beach again. And I said, no, I cannot undress because I feel bad of my scar. My wife said, no, you don't have to. That scar is a manifestation for you to be able to share to other people that your second life that God spared for you. And that is a wake-up call for me to be humble and at the same time to be reminded. The life God gave me is the life that I will share and to continue life with other people. So giving back is my goal. Family, look at those travel with my leaders. We have to travel by boat, by Vinta, we call it Banca, through good weather, bad weather, with the waves and everything. You see that always water will always be part of my life now. I will treat my leaders. I will treat my Atomy members as a family. Why is it there's a police car in there? That's a very nice story and a very nice experience. Because one night, we are in the middle of that heavy rain and nobody can reach and nobody can go home because of the weather. So we called the police station and asked a big favor to bring my agents home safely. And that's what happened. And that's a very, very, very good experience for us. Environment, that is to contribute, donation and scholarship. I decided to adopt one school in my hometown. My hometown name is Basilan in the southern part of the Philippines. It's not that a very rich community, but it's a humble community. So look at the eyes of these kids. They are these kids with full of hopes. So what am I planning is to have a healthy teeth is a happy heart program. Meaning to say, I'm doing this to 500 kids in that school to learn or to teach them the proper way of brushing teeth. With your big heart, with your contribution, $1 for a toothbrush and $1.02 of toothpaste, and explaining to them why Atomy toothpaste and toothbrush, because living a healthy teeth will give us a healthy heart. And this is a program that I envision from December 1 to February 28, 2023 as my campaign. So open your hearts if you want to donate. Open your hearts if you want to share. Anyway, the PBs will go back to you. Look at this. That is our island. You see how our island is? It looks like a paradise. Talking and giving the privilege to talk with our city mayor. Our city mayor, a very young and energetic mayor. By using Atomy liquid detergent. By talking about nature-friendly detergent. Talking by saving our marine life. By using the Atomy product. And that will help us preserve our natural resources. The city mayor was so amazed with our product. And all those you can see on the table, she purchased that all and she tried. And she's looking by 2022 to 2030 to continue the project by using the Atomy product. So this is in connection with the Atomy Marine Life program. And that I vow is one of my vision to continue it. Look at that. This is in my house. They always say that charity begins at home. So meaning to say, I am an ambassador of Atomy product. I will talk about Atomy. You know what they call me in the Philippines? They call me Mr. Atom. Ladies and gentlemen, with absolute quality and absolute price, there's no doubt that every individual household, not only here, not only in my house, but could be globally, because we bring the best product in the world. Thank you. Salamat. Muchas gracias. Sukran. Wasalam. Hamsahamnida. God says, I am the word that leads all to freedom. I am the peace the world cannot give. I will call your name, embracing all your pain. Stand up. Now, walk and live. I know that I'm not supposed to be showing this picture, but this is my day and this is my night. Allow me, please, to offer my gratitude to the people around me. Why I am here in Atomy. My number one sponsor, as we say, to become successful in Atomy, we pay respect, we communicate with our sponsor. I'm so proud with my sponsor. Not only two hands, but the whole spirit, the big heart. And I can say the reason why I am being successful in Atomy because of a big heart of my sponsor. I have my center who adopted me. I have my Sharon Rose Master, Mr. Gerard Mirandilla and Miss Helen, and I have my power couple Diamond Master, Dr. Says. These are the people, and it could also you right now listening to me, watching me right now. I know there's a little glitch in my presentation tonight, but you guys have tremendously inspired me. I could not say just a word. Thank you for giving and allowing me to share this experience with you. To the CEO and Hangil Park, I will always give thanks with a grateful heart. Without his genius, thinking about this, for sharing us, the culture of sharing, service you with humility will always be a part in my heart. Ladies and gentlemen, that's why I called Atomy is a gift. Hemohim is life. Find peace, conscious purpose by being grateful in your life. Vision is already appointed in time. I am looking forward to more presentations and to more sharings about my scenario. Thank you very much for being here with me tonight. And again, from the bottom of my heart, that is my voice. It comes from my heart. It will always be from the heart. Thank you and good night.